Happy birthday, Chris Jericho. I know this video is old. I just want to wish him a happy birthday and many, many more. This man, on November 9th, about a week before this video, he turned 49 years old. I just thought I'd make a video on it because there's a lot of things I want to say about Chris Jericho. I mean, shit. His birth name is Christopher Keith Irvin. He was born in 1970 of November the 9th in New York. Raised in Canada. The fantastic athlete, you know. Oh, I never disliked Jericho. No. I never disliked him. I always thought he had a lot of potential. He wasn't my favorite, but he wasn't my worst either. You know, he was above average, a little bit above average to me, and that's all I saw, man. It's a little bit above average, not great, you know. But now, I don't know why. I'm just marking for this man now. I am marking for Jericho. It's like ever since he got involved with AEW, I don't know what it is. Ever since he got involved with AEW, I've just been marking for him. I was like, been watching this guy since 1990, like 2000. When was his debut in Raw? 1999, 2000. I seen him in East. I seen him in WCW before. I knew him back before then. I mean, when he was in WCW, that's when I first saw him, of course. Then he came to Raw. I remember his debut. I was actually watching it. I saw it. I like that countdown when it gets dark and it counts down and shit. And that was the shit, man. And a lot of people say that was one of the best fucking debuts ever. I say it's up there. It's up at the top. His Raw debut, man, that was the shit. That was the fucking shit. And to think, people were telling him that, oh, you too small, you're scrawny, you'll never be, I don't see you as world champion, I don't see you as a main event. You know, because he grew up in an era where people still admired big wrestlers, or people had that notion that wrestlers always should be fucking big and buff and shit. See, when Jericho came into the picture, times was already changing. You know, and Chris Benoit, he also got teased. That's why he OD'd on fucking steroids, which let him kill his fucking family and himself. I mean, there's this dispute on what happened with Chris Benoit. Some people say he was murdered. I mean, I heard both sides, but I always conclude that he did it. It was him. Killed his family and hung himself. You know. People say, oh, well, he didn't say anything about, you know, he wasn't depressed and all that shit. He didn't say anything about he was going to make it to this. He's going to make his flight. He had plane tickets ready. Blah, blah, blah. How do you know he didn't know when he was going to do it? He knew when he was going to do it, but he didn't know that he was going to do it at that time. Or he was getting people to think everything was fine, but in reality it wasn't. You know. Anyways, back to Chris Jericho. He's the Le Champion. The Ayatollah rock and roller. He's the Judas. What can I say? And he brings home the bubbly. Give me some of that bubbly. That's another thing about Chris Jericho. I was talking to somebody on YouTube about this. That the reason why Jericho is still relevant today, and the reason why people still root for him, they go nuts like they would do a 20-year-old, because he keeps reinventing himself. That's a lesson that a lot of young wrestlers should take to heart. They should reinvent themselves over and over again. Because the times change, and you got to change with the fucking times. Not the shit that Vince McMahon was talking about on that fucking shake-up in last fucking December. So him changing with the fucking times was the wrong move for WWE. Wrong move. Jericho's the right move. Vince, wrong move. Jericho's right move. Vince, wrong move. Jericho's right move. How can I make it more clear? So, yeah, so Jericho is fucking hot. He is fucking steaming. You know, the sky's the limit for him. I mean, at 49 years old, he looks great. I mean, yeah, he developed a little fucking beer gut, if you want to call it that, but he still looks good. You know, he got himself a little bit more shape. You know, I know that first AEW pay-per-view before they did the Dynamite thing going on. He was kind of, people was making fun of his physique. He was kind of, you know, like, but he's a little bit more slim now. He's toning up now, you know. Because I know as much as he does radio and shit, I know he listens to the critics and shit. Pretty sure he got wind of that, like people was making fun of him. Pretty sure it was like, shit, I gotta get in shape. Because I'm the best at what I do. And I got to get in shape. I cannot do his voice. La champion! That's another thing about Jericho. This is what I noticed about him for years. Now, he's a tough guy, but he's small. Okay? He's a tough guy, but he doesn't sound tough. Isn't that something? It's like, this guy is a force to be reckoned with. You know? I mean, he was similar to his idol, Shawn Michaels. He talked a lot of shit, but he backed it up most of the time. He backed that shit. He was good as he said he was. You know? So, yeah. I'm just so happy for him. I mean, he's 49, looks good. He can still rally a crowd and all that shit. He's supposed to be a quote-unquote heel, but he's getting pops everywhere he goes. Everywhere they people go crazy over him. You know, he's got that creative freedom. He don't got Vince McMahon whispering in his ear and shit while he's cutting a fucking promo. He's got all that shit going on. That's part of the reason why he's got all this fucking momentum going on. And his charisma. It's like nobody can invent you like you. That's what I learned. Nobody can. It's like you do you, you know. I mean, they can give you pointers and blue points, but that's it. The vast majority of your character and what you say should be from you. So, yep, Judas in my mind. Sure goes to shit. That's a fucking jam, by the way. Holy shit. If you ain't heard this, Fozzie's, that's a group he's in, Fozzie. If you ain't heard that song, Painless, I did a parody of that song when I was doing Seth Rollins. On that video, I was entitled Seth Rollins, an exclusive interview, said the fans are being disrespectful. I did like a parody song of Painless. But I had Rollins singing it and said, and I was changing the words around and shit. In case you didn't catch that if you saw the video, but if you did, good for you. It was like something like, I wanna burn it down, but you make it so painful. Something I said, I forget, man. And when I watched it, I just laughed. I said, damn, I'm so fucking stupid. But yeah, Jericho, man. Give me some of that bubbly. I just can't praise him enough. I mean, it's funny, it took AEW for me to start marking for Jericho like I do Jon Moxley. You know, and I think Jericho and Jon Moxley, to me, as of right now, are the top guys in AEW. You know, with all due respect to Cody Rhodes, you know. But yeah, man. And speaking of Cody Rhodes, I mean, I don't like him as much as I do Jericho, but I do respect him, and I always did. And I like this character. I like the character he's playing as. He's playing as sympathetic, as WWE would call it, babyface. And he's playing the babyface well. Cody Rhodes is an example of you don't have to be the bad guy to get a good pop. You don't have to be the bad guy to get momentum and charisma and shit. You know what I'm saying? To be relevant, You don't have to be the bad guy. You could be you can still be tough, but sympathetic, that's cool. As long as you ain't as seen as a fucking wimp. It's all good, And what I like about Cody's character is that he's keeping himself in control. He doesn't want to lash out and become the quote-unquote heel. He's keeping under control. He believes in approaching life in a calm demeanor. You know what I'm saying? And he even said he doesn't want to, since he said, just because I wear a suit and I'm an executive of AEW or I help run the company, that doesn't, let's not forget I am a wrestler too. So yeah, he's got those nice suits looking all sharp and shit. Cody Rhodes. Woo. I think if I keep staring at you, Cody, man, I might become gay. Oh my God. Let me calm down. Yeah, but he looks good in those suits though, real talk. Yeah, so it's like Cody Rhodes, man. I mean, he looks great. And that's it. I can relate to Cody, you know what I'm saying? Because I always tell people that all of us has a dark side. You know what I'm saying? It's just most of us, we keep that shit on the leash because we know if we let that shit out, it's not going to go well for us. And that's what type of character Cody is. And I won't be surprised if we see an angle in the near future or a storyline where they try to get Cody to be more aggressive and shit, teasing him and trying to let him release the beast and shit. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if they do a story arc like that, But yeah, what can I say? Happy birthday to Chris Jericho. He's 49 years old. Looks great. And he shows no signs of slowing down. None whatsoever. I mean, he's got a lot of juice left in him. It's like you don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see retirement around the corner. I don't see it. It's like he's got about fucking 20 more years left, to be honest with you. It's like, dude, it's great. As long as he keep himself in shape, eat right, work out, aerobics, jog, and keep himself going, he's going to remain relevant, and he's going to keep reinventing himself anyway. You gotta do that. He's a good promo, he's a good heel, he's a good face, and he's believable just like Triple H was as a heel and a face. They're engaging either way. So, that's it for my video. Swag Chromosome signing out. Peace and love.